Welcome back to SillyPointt. Today we'll be discussing about new. So it's about all the IPL teams that have played previously in the season, like until the 2021 season. So there are 8 teams which have been consistent, and we'll be discussing about their strategies, what kind of strategies, what kind of approach they have used over the years, and what has proved right for them and what has proved wrong, like what went wrong and what were the reasons for that, and what were the outcomes eventually. Again, you have already seen the color yellow down there, so you might know that we'll be discussing about the Chennai Super Kings. Of course, the whistle Podu. I'm pretty bad at it anyway. So today we have a new guest with us. That's one of my best friends, Rahul Jain, and one of the biggest CSK fans. Rahul, you wanna say hello?
Yeah, hi everyone. As myself Rahul, as Adi told that I am the biggest fan of CSK. Yes, I am biggest fan of CSK only because of one man, which is MS Dhoni.
Absolutely. And also, I agree that CSK is one of the most popular teams in the IPL. So they have about 8 million plus followers on Instagram. And that's even more than Mumbai Indians and RCB. So,
Yes.
yes,
So
CSK
now
wins
the
there too.
battles begin.
Yes, of course. So the battles will begin. And I'll also introduce this guy in the middle. I don't know who he is. Who are you? Hi,
Hello,
buddy.
Viraj here.
Okay. Viraj, again a CSK fan, and an MI fan, and a cricket fan. Okay, let's say
Always
he's a
here.
fan. Okay, so let's begin the discussions about the strategies of Chennai Super Kings. I would like maybe Rahul to begin with, if you want to talk about the coaches
Yeah,
and the
so
staff.
very first point with respect to strategies about CSK was that all the coaching staff members like Stephen Fleming, Lakshmipati Balaji has played under Dhoni only. So they know each and every point about Dhoni, like how Dhoni behaves, how Dhoni uh, goes into the field with different mindset, how he plays, how he has the calmness of maintaining the game with respect to the overs and everything. So that's the main strategy of CSK is that all the coach members have played under Dhoni, so they know each and everything about Dhoni. So they back players, so they know that they don't want anything performance pressure on each players. Like we can see all the players in previous season, they was not having any performance pressure, as we can see from the word of mouth from Robin Uthappa that the team is behaving so well. They don't have a particular team meetings with respect to match that we need to perform in this way, we need to perform in this way. Each and every player know their roles and they need to perform on that field particular on a particular.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. So, as Rahul said, there is no pressure on any player that you have to go out and perform or you will lose your spot in the playing 11. As he also specially, mentioned that the team prefers to go with the same consistent 11 throughout the season unless there is an injury. But
Yeah.
in that case, what would happen to the players who are sitting on the bench? Rahul, do you want to throw some light on them?
Yeah, so definitely the environment set by all the coaching staff members is pretty much good. They don't let the players who are not there in playing 11 make themselves down or demotivate themselves. They know what their roles are. So definitely, as we can see in last season, Krishnappa Gautam got 9.25 crores, which was a very big for him as a player. But he didn't got demotivated because he didn't play a single match in that particular season. So even though if we ask now that he wants to play in CSK, he will definitely tell yes. Why? Because of management or because of the strategy.
Absolutely agree. The management of CSK has been so far one of the best ones. I wouldn't say which is the second one, we'll wait for it. But
Yes,
CSK has been one of the best ones because I believe the way they have backed the team from the failure in 2020 season.
right.
CSK was in the bottom half, which is very rare. Usually, everyone just keeps on saying every team competes in the league stage to meet CSK in the qualifiers and in the finals. So
Yes,
that's the level of CSK we all know. And looking at CSK at one of the in the bottom half of the table was very disheartening for me, heartbreaking actually. But it is what it is, and you have to accept it and move on. That's what the Chennai Super Kings did. They still didn't drop out on any players. They still went with Ruturaj Gaikwad, even though he failed throughout the season, but excelled in the last 3 matches. he scored three consecutive 50s. Like, if you fail for 11 matches in a season, which team do you think, other than Chennai Super Kings, would give you a chance again to play for the last three matches? Well. That would only be CSK, I would say.
Yes,
And
definitely.
of course, and that's what you can see. If they backed the player for the last three matches and he performed, the next season he wins the orange cap. And
Yes.
alongside the second opener Fab du Plessis, he makes it through almost to the orange cap. It would have been a tie, but then he misses it just by a little margin, small margin.
Single run. Yes, yes.
A single run, of course. So that's pretty much about Chennai Super Kings strategy from the coach's point of view and how they have been performed. Viraj, do you want to add something?
Yes. As you both said, I would totally agree about the consistent playing 11s and the coaches and support staff management, everything. Also, would like to add the big brain of MS Dhoni. Like, who wouldn't agree to me? Like, he's the best. He has the best cricketing brains among all the cricketers right now, or the legends. He's too
Ever
again.
had?
Well, yes, yes, yes. And even their playing 11s is totally like sorted out. We might say that they have the best openers, and they eventually try to pick out the veterans who have been consistent for their respective teams or countries or anything, and they build the team like ways. Absolutely, Ruturaj and Sam Curran were an exception. Way too young age, like they came in the team, but surely they gave their best performances for the team, and you see them being retained. Ruturaj, of course, and well, the players also love to play under the team, and you see like the player, the coaches and players, everyone have a great bonding among them. That's all.
Yes. So, yes, Rahul, you want to
Yeah,
add something?
just to add one more point with respect to Viraj. So when Rituraj Gaikwad has opened, like when he started his career under Chennai Super Kings, so Dhoni just told him that do what you do the best. He doesn't take any, like he doesn't given any pressure like you are the number one or you are opening today with the first match of with respect to CSK. So he doesn't want to give any pressure. He told him that just go play as calm as you want, and we will not back you any pressure on your side. So that
Hmm.
was the MSD word, and that was the brain behind the cricketing CSK.
Yes. Of course, he's a legend, Dhoni. With the brains and
Yes.
using his tactics, he just stays behind the stumps. For most of the patches, he doesn't even perform physically. If you see, he doesn't contribute much in the batting. Well, that's not anything worth to say, and I'm no one to say or point out that. But even though he doesn't do that, he's still always there behind the stumps. He's reading the game very well, and he has the sixth sense, I would say, in making the bowling changes and in deciding whom to, how to rank the batting order. Sometimes we have seen him bat even below number seven, number eight, and give chance to others to go up front, like Sam Curran and Ravindra Jadeja going above him, even though he's the wicket keeper batsman. So ideally, his position should be number five. But then
Yes.
he backs them, he allows them, he gives them the freedom. He says, "I'm there behind. Don't worry. You go and play your natural game." As
Yes,
exactly as
exactly.
Rahul said about Ruturaj Gaikwad. I definitely second your thought, Rahul. And I would like to also mention, just like Viraj said, that Chennai Super Kings prefers to have players who are experienced in the game and are veterans, uh, who are highly skilled and who have performed phenomenally throughout their careers in cricket in any format. In the last auctions, Cheteshwar Pujara was also taken by Chennai Super Kings, even though we all understand he is not as good as a T20 player as he is a champion in tests, but his experience can definitely help someone else in the team, and they give them an opportunity. Most of the people in the Chennai Super Kings are above 30. So in the previous auctions, as there were rumors, anyone who is above 30, just raise your hand and Chennai Super Kings will sign you. Moeen Ali got the prize for it, and Moeen Ali, again, one of the brilliant players, brilliant performers. Well, I definitely understand that Suresh Raina had to miss out because Moeen Ali came in. Again, Suresh Raina being one of my favorite players, I was disheartened. And this year again, we are not sure if we'll see him in the yellows and playing with Dhoni. But let's see where he goes and what everyone has got for him. So that's pretty much about Chennai Super Kings. I would just like to reckon a few names that they have been playing alongside Chennai Super Kings throughout the years, over the years. Ravindra Jadeja, MSD, of course, no brainer.
Yes.
And we have DJ Bravo. I wouldn't like to miss out that name, of course, because he is one of the top wicket takers in IPL history. Like he is in the top five wicket takers for all time in IPL. Then we have the likes of Shane Watson, who played unimaginable innings when even when his knee was bleeding, and
Yeah.
he won the game for Chennai Super Kings. The openers like Faf du Plessis, he is 37. I didn't know it. I googled it today and I came to know that he is 37. I always used to think he's around 30, 32, 33. Well, his fitness levels are amazing, and the way he has played T20 over the years, um, he's left playing in all other formats and he's only focusing on the shorter format now. So choosing players like these with experience and just continuing with them, grooming the young ones, not giving them a chance because they don't, tinker their playing 11. They prefer consistency over there, but grooming them. So once and for all, like in today's day, if you see the players from Chennai that are going into the mega auctions are more likely to get bagged for a higher price as compared to any other team. So if you see Lord Shardul Thakur, if you see Deepak
Deepak
Chahar, oh
Char.
man, phenomenal
Yeah.
performance yesterday. Missed missed the whitewash, like he didn't miss the whitewash, of course. There was a whitewash, but he could have got us across the line if he had hit one more boundary. He brought the match so close from the
Yeah.
hands of South Africa. Amazing. Respect for the player. Having a look at all of these, I think all the Chennai players are going into the auctions and they will bag a good price. That's all because the way they have been groomed over the years, the management, the environment that they have alongside, the freedom that they get, it's all about how you play off the field more than how you play on the field. That's only a 4 hours game, but after those 4 hours in your day, what you do, how you are treated, it all affects a lot.
One
Yes,
more point to be
I
added, like we can see over the 12 or 13 years, their captain remains the same, their coaching staff has been same, so everything was been same. So that's the management how they have been working. Have no other team in IPL who has the captain for so many years, or we don't have any particular coach who has been there with the particular team for so many years.
Definitely. Viraj, you wanted to add something?
yes, yes. I would like to remember Moeen Ali, like the big brain of MS Dhoni. He brought in Moeen Ali instead
Yes.
of Suresh Raina, and Moeen Ali performed phenomenally, like you see. And after the IPL season, England team also used Moeen Ali as the same in the T20 World Cup, and it was the best of results by him.
Yes.
Even I would like to say Josh Hazelwood. He actually told in the press conference like that CSK helped him a lot for the World Cup practice. Like that's all. And what have not done by CSK players?
All right, I like to add one more point. That is, out of the 14 seasons that have been played in the IPL history, Chennai Super Kings would be the only team who has only played for 12 times because for the 2 years they were banned, and out of those 12 times they've qualified into the playoffs. That is the top four spots for 11 times out of 12, 11. That's amazing. Additionally, they have qualified for the finals 9 times, and unfortunately, they have won only 4 times. But if you see the number of final appearances, CSK has the most. That's how this team is proven to be consistent, and the brain behind the team, that is MSD, is always there to back the team. वापिस बोलो
And
बोल बोल
hopefully we can see 1 or 2 more years of MS Dhoni in CSK.
Of course, he's got much more than that. Let's hope for the best, though.
Yes.
And yeah, now one of the mandatory things, just ask the people to, like, share, subscribe to our channel, Silly Point, Silly Point. Just keep making silly points with us, keep discussing about cricket, just never let the cricket in you die. Any one of you who ever wishes to come onto this platform, just feel free to text us or reach out to us from our social media platforms. We use Instagram, we use YouTube for now, and you can also use our website to reach out to us on via email.
Hey guys, do subscribe SillyPointt, and this is the best channel which I have come across. It's discussing all about IPL teams and everything, and we have so far good videos of IPL. So if ever anyone wants to have a good discussion about IPL, then definitely do come on this channel and have a word with Aditya.
Thank you, Rahul. You have been very kind. Viraj, you want to add something?
Yes, all my friends, or the not being friends, just like the videos. Do follow us, we three also,
Yes.
and do follow Silly Point too.
I'm not tagging you. I'm sorry.
No worries, bro.